Hi, I'm Jeff, and you're here. Before we get started, Black Lives Do Have and Will Always Matter. There'll be links in the description for you to check out. And just remember, it is our responsibility to protect Black women every single day, period. Okay, y'all. I got my little hat on. Season to... Don't you do it! Don't look at me like that. No! Y'all, let me just record this before Pop jumps up because y'all, I'm in the process of packing, and I have a whole bunch of boxes around, and of course Pop is going to try to jump on top of them, and I have my camera on top of a box. Child, this is the reindeer readathon. Let's go.
Wearing Buka jeans from Diesel, I'll never need you. This is a sequel. I'm Max Keeble. I'm representing for the black people.
Okay, so the reindeer readathon is the readathon hosted by my good Judy, Breakeavn Books, Erik over there at Breakeavn Books. Go check out his video, okay? There are 5 teams. I'm on the winning team, Team Mistletoe, period. Anyway, there are 9 books. Here are the prompts. Dasher, for 10 points, the prompt is a short story or collection or novella. For that, I'll be reading Binti Book 2. I would show y'all because I have like the 3-in-1, y'all know what I'm talking about, but it's in a box, and I literally just packed it the other day, and I didn't really take the box so I could go get it out. Anyway, but I'm not going to. Anyway, Binti is about this girl named Binti who is from this low-class tribe in the future, and she kind of finesses her way onto like this spaceship college or something, and she gets on there and everyone's looking down on her. She has this red clay she's like smearing all on her, and then there's like an invasion on the ship, child, and everybody who was talking all that smack got whacked. And they didn't kill her because they recognized the red clay, and you know, her differences made her stand out. And now the book 2, I don't know what book 2 is gonna give, but that's what we finna read. You know what it reminds me of? That episode of Bob's Burgers, the Quirky Turkey. I watch a lot of Bob's Burgers, y'all know this, okay? The Quirky Turkey, when Tina wrote the play, the musical, and Louise was just trying to use it so that she can get out of school early, and they ended up really liking the play or whatever, and it was about this quirky turkey who wasn't allowed to the Thanksgiving dinner because all the popular turkeys got invited, and then they ended up becoming the dinner, and then Tina stood up for herself.
Like that quirky turkey, yeah.
Why can't I be like the other turkeys? They're all out having fun. Is it 'cause I'm scrawny and have glasses and rather smallish bun? I used to spend my time wishing for a plump behind, but now those birds with perfect bodies are decapitated hotties. I wished I was someone else, but it takes guts to be yourself.
Period. Okay, so boom, that's what I'm gonna read for that. Number 2. Oh, it's written by Nadeni Okorafor, I think. Alright, number 2 for 15 points, we have Dancer, a book by one of your favorite authors, rereads count 2. Sir, Papa, figure it out. Truly.
Figured it.
Yeah, they should figure it out.
Figured it.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
So for that, I'll be reading Redemptor by Jordan Ifu Eko. Okay? I had this on a TBR, and I had plans to read it, but I didn't get into it, so now we are here. This book continues to follow Tari Sai and what's really going on, okay? Remember in the first book, she became a ray bearer, and then all that stuff happened. I can't really get into it because some people haven't read it yet, which Oh no, baby, what is you doing? Okay. So yes, I don't really talk that much about sequels because I don't want to give too many spoilers. Okay, but this is the second one. It's a duology. Jordan Ifueko, I need you to have something else to supplement this very quickly, because you know what I mean. Because I know you girls like to tussle, but I'm one of those girls who like to tussle, Jordan. So I'm gonna need something else to supplement this. But this is what I'll be reading for that prompt. Moving on. Okay, for 20 points, Prancer, we have a book with a travel element in it, vacation, quest, etc. Okay, so I took a little liberty with this one, and I will be reading Under the Whispering Door by T.L. Clune. Okay, so let me tell you about this book. I'm so excited, okay? It's about Wallace. Wallace has died, okay? And a reaper comes to pick him up from his funeral. And then Wallace meets Hugo, and Hugo is the owner of a peculiar tea shop over in Sharon's Crossing. And so he's like, oh, I promise I'm gonna help you cross over. And Wallace is like, oh snap, like oh god, like he's really dead for real, okay? But he is given 1 week. Wallace is given 1 week to cross over, and he sets on living his whole lifetime in 7 days. Hilarious, haunting, and kind, Under the Whispering Door is an uplifting story about a life spent at the office and a death spent building a home. I picked this because, you know, he's traveling from... Child, I had to re-angle myself because carrying on. I picked this because he's traveling from like the living to the dead. I know it's not like a physical traveling, but I think that a spiritual one is just as important. And who knows, maybe he'll actually go somewhere, you know, go on a little trip. So yeah, I'm excited to read this book. Let's move on. For 20 points, again, we have Vixen, a book that has recently caught your eye. For that, I will be joining the girlies and I'll be reading Neon Gods by Katie Roberts. So this is a Hades and Persephone retelling. Who loves a retelling?
I do. Ooh.
So Persephone, Demetrius plans to escape Olympus and start over. She's like, you know what? No. Okay, so she tries to leave the 13 houses. So her mother ambushes her and is like, darling, you have to marry Zeus. I don't know. They're not English, they're Greek, but I can't do that accent. Okay, so anyway, her mom is like, darling, you have to marry Zeus. And she's like, she flees to the Undercity and she makes a bargain with the devil. Dang. Imagine someone wanting to not be with you so much that they make a deal with the devil. That's wild, okay? She makes a bargain with a man, and this man awakens something in her, honey, okay? If this man is Hades, okay? He spent his whole life in the shadows, and he has no intentions of stepping into the light. But he finds that Persephone can offer a little slice of the revenge he's been craving, and it's the excuse he needs to help her for a price. Yet, every breathless night spent tangled together has given Hades a taste for Persephone, and he'll go to war with Olympus itself to keep her close. Carrying on. Next one's Comet. For 15 points, a 5-star prediction. We have here Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Gam. The way that Girls of Paper and Fire had me shookity. This is the second one, okay? So I can't tell y'all anything about this, but just know, okay? So boom. So in the first one, right, Lay gets forced into becoming a paper girl. Now the paper girls have to, you know, are basically concubines for the Demon King. And she's like, I don't really want to do this. Like, I don't even like the men's. So I don't really want to, but she's trying to play her part, and it all goes awry. She falls in love with Ren. Oh, Lord, they are so cute. And she is tired of seeing women being treated badly. Like, her family was taken from her, like, literally right in front of her eyes. And she was like, I'm not finna do this. So some stuff happens. Some things go down. I can't give y'all too much, but just know that this is what happens after what happened that caused me to throw my book across the living room when I finished the first one. Okay? And if you haven't read Girls of Paper and Fire, oh no, baby, what is you doing again? Okay? Moving on. Before y'all get me mad. Donner for 20 points. A book with a green or red as the primary color on the cover. For that, I'll be reading Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope so. Okay. So this is about Araya, Adair, and Jasmine Carriot. They are two witches. Araya is actually a prisoner of the Carriots. Okay. And Miss Jasmine is daughter of the Doyen, which is like the head queen, like the HBIC. But Jasmine has no intention of dying to strengthen her mother's power because there's a war, and I guess how many people die, the power child, I don't know. But the two, Araya and Jasmine, are sworn enemies because Araya, of course, doesn't want to be Jasmine's friend because, girl, your family killed my family and then took me as a prisoner and then told me I couldn't use my magic, okay? And then Jasmine is like, you're just a peasant to us. Like, you're a peasant to us, okay? So, but now they enter into an alliance to take down Doyen Carriot, Jasmine's mama, okay? But revenge is a bloody pursuit, and nothing is certain except the lengths Araya and Jasmine will go to win this game. Period. So, period. And this also fits for my bonus points, an extra 25 points. Christmas Star, a book over 500 pages because Miss Mama's is thick and she is coming in hefty and heavy at 533 pages, okay? So Miss Mama's is going to serve us a dual purpose. So really, this prompt will give me 45 points, and that's period, because this is green, hunter green, period. And you're next. Blitzen for 30 points. Choose at least 3 books and have one chosen randomly to read from. So a wheel, randomizer, dice, whichever, but we're going to have a special guest because he's my baby. But let me tell you the 3 books first I have to pick from. We have Things We Couldn't Say by J. Coles. This is one of my favorite authors. I could have picked this book for my favorite author prompt, but either way, this is going in winter read-January, and this will definitely be read very, very soon. But this is about a queer black boy named Gio. His mother kind of just left him for majority of his life, and then she like comes back into his life like right before he's about to graduate high school, and he's also trying to navigate him and his queerness. He's bi and he meets a boy that he really likes who's on the basketball team, so he's just trying to navigate everything on top of his mom coming back and him trying to like go to college and figure out his life. I just know I'm gonna cry because J. Cole's, that's just what he does to me. And yeah, House of Five Cells, We Hunt the Flame. I have been putting this book off for so long, and I'm actually really excited to read it. I actually wish it was a little bit longer because I was going to use it for my 500 prompt bonus one, but it's now 500 pages. This is about Zafira, the hunter. She disguises herself and she goes into the forest to feed her people, and Nazir is the Prince of Death, and assassinating those who are foolish enough to defy his father, the Sultan. If Zafira is exposed as a girl, her achievements will be rejected, and if Nasir displays his compassion, his father will punish him. Both Zafira and Nasir are legends in the kingdom of Ariza, but neither wants to be. So now there's a war brewing, like winter is coming, and the Ars sweeps closer with each passing day, engulfing the lands in shadows. Zafira embarks on a quest to uncover a lost artifact that can restore magic to the suffering world. And Nasir is sent by his father, the Sultan, on a mission to also retrieve the artifact and kill the hunter, aka Zafira, okay? And a new one, lastly, we have Beast of Prey by Ayana Gray. This is another one that Michelle low-key, high-key, highest of keys insinuated, like, forced upon us, okay? So this is about Kofi. He's an indentured beastkeeper at the infamous Night Zoo, and he accidentally unleashes, she accidentally unleashes a secret untamed power, and yikes. And so now Ekon needs to go stop Kofi because she's trying to escape the Night Zoo because, hello, she made a mistake, but she's saves him from the Shatani, which is the monster that has plagued La Cosa, which is where this place, okay, for a century. So she saves him, and so now he's like, dang, I can't even kill you, girl. I can't even stop you. So now I gotta pay you back. So they each have a hidden agenda. They strike a bargain, teaming up to capture the Shatani as a hope for a solution to their circumstances. They must enter the greater jungle, a world steeped in wild, frightening magic and untold dangers. But once the hunt begins, it quickly becomes unclear whether they are the hunters or the hunted. Okay, let's get Papa. Come here, Stink. Oh, and the snack that we're using, the Meow Mix Irresistibles in the turkey flavor. I'm gonna put him on my lap. I'm gonna put one of each on the book, and then he's gonna just go pick one. Oh my god, I've always wanted to do this. Papa, come here. Okay. Go ahead. Go pick one. Bae. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, you can have these two, too. All right, y'all. He picked Beasts of Prey. So let's just add this to the list. But that was fun. We have to do it again for sure. So we're adding Beast of Prey to that. Now, Rudolph is a standalone, and for that, child, I forgot Cupid. For 25 points, take a shot at reading a new author. Okay, sorry. So for that, we're going to read Shiran J. Zhao's Iron Widow. This is about, so in this place called Huxia, a young girl is selected to be a concubine pilot. You know, they're paired up with male pilots to power up the giant transforming mecha that humanity relies on, right? That powers the Great Wall. So, unfortunately, Zetian's 18-year-old sister is killed by an ace male pilot, and so Zetian signs up to avenge her. The vengeance is swift and brutal and unexpected, leaving Zetian labeled as an Iron Widow, a much feared kind of female pilot who can sacrifice boys to power up Chrysalis instead of the other way around, period, sis. So to tame her unnerving yet invaluable mental strength, she's paired up with Li Shimin, the strongest and most controversial male pilot in Huaxia. Yeah. But now that Zetian has a taste of power, she will not cower so easily, period. She will miss out on opportunity to leverage her and Shimon's combined might and infamy and survive attempt after attempt on her life until she can figure out exactly why the pilot system relies so heavily on destroying girls' lives and dismantle it for good. I mean, it's just proof that women are more powerful than men, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I answered that for you, Miss Girl. Period. So, yes, let's go back to the one that I was talking to, the standalone. Sorry, Pop, you were eating on it, but, yeah. We're going to be reading Alex Michaelides' The Maidens, okay? Edward Frasca is a teacher that the girls really, really like. He has a secret society of all these female students. And this psychologist lady who also works at the school is Oh, boom. So then some girl dies, right? And so this lady, what's her name? Mariana is convinced that Edward did it. Like, sir, you have all these young women fawning over you. Like, that is a breach of something for sure. It's immoral, at least, at most, in fact. So she's trying to convince these people that Edward did it, but no one believes her because, of course, Edward's a white man and they can get away with literally anything. So yeah, and then someone else dies. She, you know, people are like she's threatened to be fired and ostracized. She's getting ostracized because no one believes her, but she's going to do everything she can to prove that Edward did it. This reminds me of Good Me, Bad Me by Ali Land. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the setting because it's set in Oxford, I think. Cambridge University. It's a psychological thriller. We love it here. I don't know why it reminds me of Ali Land, but it does. Maybe because it's the psychotherapist thing. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, boom. For extra points, we also have Christmas Lights, 15 points in ebook. So I'm just going to have to figure out which one of these I'm going to read on ebook, I guess, child. Or just skip that one because, I don't know. And Christmas Carols for another 15 points. An audiobook, whichever one I feel like I'm taking me a minute to get through, I will be listening to on audiobook. Oh, Slaying It for 50 points. If you've completed all your prompts and the Christmas Star, Christmas Lights, and Christmas Carols, you may redo one prompt for extra points. So I'll probably let Pop pick me another book, okay? Because I really thought he was going to pick that J. Cole's. I'm a little upset, Pop, but it's okay. I'm very excited about Beasts of Prey. Who's going to pick that one for a 5-star prediction too? Not even going to hold you. Okay, Santa Clauses, read them with me here, okay? One book per prompt, no doubling up. I'm glad they pointed that out because I would have just picked one book that fits everything. Okay, The bonuses must be used in conjunction with an existing book. You cannot add additional books, which is good to know because I was just going to pick in three extra books until I read these Santa Clauses. So I'm glad we're doing this together, class. Okay, each prompt can only be done once unless you go for the Slaying It bonus. All bonuses can only be redeemed once, and most important of all, have fun. Period. I'm so excited for this. This also falls into Winter Readuary, which, by the way, that TBR will include all the additional books that I'll be reading because Winter Readuary goes from December, January, February. So this just covers my December books. I have a Readuary TBR coming that will include all my extra books, but not these because that would make it way too long. And at this point, I'm rambling. I think Pop wants more snacks, so I'm going to go feed him. But yeah, that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have to go because I have more books to read. But as always, I will see you seeing me in the next one. Bye.